Pemirsa, kehidupan masyarakat kita pada saat ini tidak terlepas dari paket informasi yang berbasis digital. Nah, seberapa pentingkah digitalisasi dalam asuransi ini dan bagaimana pula Manulife mensinergikan tren digital tentunya di Asia dan Indonesia? Bersama saya Chandra Dewi, Anda menyaksikan Cerdas 5 Menit. Dan bersama saya saat ini di studio Metro Manulife telah hadir Mr. Roy Gori, President and CEO of Manulife in Asia. Baik, good morning Roy.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming.
No, it's great to be here.
Okay, Roy, given the growing focus on digital in the insurance industry, how important is it for insurers such as Manulife to embrace the digital trend?
It's really important for insurers to embrace digital, and quite honestly, I don't think the insurance industry has done a very good job at embracing digital. Customers have really made digital a much bigger part of their lives on a day-to-day basis, whether that's the way that they message and interact with their friends, family, colleagues, or through e-commerce, the way that they're purchasing goods. The insurance sector hasn't kept pace with that trend, and quite frankly today, many of the processes that most insurance companies have are still back in age of 10, 15 years. In other words, they're very manual, they're very cumbersome, it's very slow, and customers are really demanding much more intuitive, simple and fast processes, and digital or technology is a big facilitator to help drive that change.
Okay, so if you see the change, which digital initiative is Manulife focusing on in Asia and here, especially in Indonesia?
In Indonesia, we're focusing on really digitizing the experience that our agents have with customers. Agency forms a really big part of our business and a really big way through which we engage with customers. So creating tools that enable them to have more digital interactions with customers is really a big priority for us. We've got an initiative called EPOS, or Possible, which is giving our agents iPads and iPad applications that allow them to have to go through the application process in a much more simple, intuitive and fast way.
And you also have a special partnership with Bank Muamalat in here,
Yes,
Indonesia.
we do.
Can you explain more?
And one of the things that we really set out to do with Bank Muamalat as a partnership is to really make our engagement with the bank and with the bank's customers completely digital. It's a first actually for us globally, and we believe it's a first across the industry.
Okay, but despite the growth in digital, many customers are still reluctant to purchase online, and maybe they prefer to meet agents in person. So how can Manulife serve these kind of customers?
I think you're right, and that's why I think people often make the mistake of thinking that you're either digital or not. And I don't think it's as binary as that. I really do believe that customers are not thinking that they are either digital or not. They still want to work with an agent. They want the support of someone who can advise them through the process. So that channel and agency itself is going to always be a very important part of our business and, quite frankly, our industry. So for us, making sure that we equip our agency with digital tools to make that process simpler, faster and more intuitive is really very important. At the other end of the spectrum, there are still customers that don't necessarily want that support. They want to, get the advice and get the research done remotely and on their own through a self-service model. And we should be able to facilitate the ability for customers to have that interaction with us as well. So for me, it's providing the entire spectrum from an agent-enabled interaction, which is digitally supported, to a complete self-service digital experience, and allowing customers to really choose where they want to interact with us is really the key. It's putting the customer in the box seat and letting them decide, and that decision can be dynamic. It can change over time. They may choose to be digital self-service at one point, but they may need support at another point, and therefore they may want an agent at a later point in time.
Okay, Roy, thank you so much for coming in.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Dan pemirsa, demikianlah Cerdas 5 Menit, Cerdas Finansial untuk episode kali ini. Saya Chandra Dewi, terima kasih dan sampai jumpa.
Dipersembahkan oleh